and get it. My dumb ass went right in there and get it too. Dog be jumping up, looking me in the face.
Dog, get you like crazy.
I'm fighting this big old hairy dog. He trying to kill every other child in the neighborhood. He's licking me all in the face. Get on off me. Let me get this ball. Let me get this ball. He wagging his tail. He rock. They used to call me Dr. Doolittle when I was younger.
Yeah, I seen that a lot. I seen my son like that. He did that. Like he walked this dog, my brother dog. Nobody can walk up to that dog. That dog will rip your cheek off your ass. But my daddy ended up shooting that dog because he bit him. But my son can walk right up to him, mean ass dog, and just pat him. And yeah, calm down. I'm like, man, that dog right there, I don't get close to him. I'm telling you. That's so I'm telling you, it's like something, it's a fear, or it's an energy field that you give off that dog can recognize. Because they can't see, like they see other things like frequencies and things, and they can hear certain things. They can hear your heartbeat, a dog. They can hear your energy field.
You want to hear something funny, Elder?
Yeah, go ahead.
When I was a youngster, we were staying on Sanford Street in Pontiac, right?
Uh-huh.
About 3 or 4 houses down, this dude got these highly trained attack Dobermans.
Uh-huh.
There's 2 of them, and they train to watch his wife when he go to work. When he get off work, he come home, we take him out the house, he put him in the kennel outside.
Uh-huh.
And everybody come up that kennel, they tear their tail up. Look, one day, some just told me that he was like, they using them dogs to do some evil stuff. Let them go. Mm-hmm. So I let them go. They was jumping up, licking on me like trying to high five me. Yeah. If anybody ever seen how Dobermans act, you know what I'm talking about. But it looked like they're trying to high five and they jumping up with their paw, and then they took off running.
Damn.
And so I let the man dogs go. They come down there and told my mama, I think your son let that man dogs out. Them dogs chasing everybody through the neighborhood. I don't know what we gonna do. And my mama came in and she was like, why you let them dogs out? I was like,
them dogs loving you, boy. I tell you, like, man, the only time they got to be free, really. Like to get out.
The silver water in order to create a artificial melanin barrier.
Man.
They didn't have screen sunblock back then.
Right. What let me ask you this, Rod, because you somebody, they say in the chat, they like you cooking. Do you, I might ask you this before, have you ever remote viewed before, Rod? Because you know a lot of history, brother.
I study remote viewing until I got good at it, and I found that it worked real good with my tarot cards.
So what did you find out when you was remote viewing with your tarot cards, brother?
Different stuff I ask, different questions. I haven't pulled a deck of cards out, Brother Rich, in about 4 years to do a reading because they be too spooky accurate to me. So the message come in slower, and I can read it better if I don't use the cards, because then I get sensory overload. And then I see too much, and then I be like, I'm gonna put all this stuff together, and then I can't rest until I put it all together.
Right. Somebody said, why was there only one female Smurf?
That's Hollywood, because Hollywood want everybody to be tutti fruities.
Man, we done went to man. All right, so Rod, all right, check this out. Since we going in a lot of places tonight, family, to just discover our origins and who the different races and species we've been through time. Blue, green, black, olive, white, all these different colors. Rod, let's go to another cartoon. The Thundercats. Historically, if you're talking about the Anunnaki, people say the Thundercats represent the Larians, I think. Larians or Larian?
Larians.
Where do they pop up in history? If we're talking about the Anunnaki, where the hell do they, because they're supposed to be older than the Anunnaki, I believe. So where do they pop up? on
So
planet.
first of all, the Anunnaki is it's like a United Nations of galactic species.
Okay, okay. Now that's a great way to say it. Oh, and all right, I'm gonna let you answer this. Then I gotta follow. Go ahead. I'm excited. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, so you know who Sekhmet is?
Yeah.
The priestesses of Sekhmet were taught originally by Lyran priestesses. Then under Sekhmet, you have other cat goddesses like Bast, right? Bast is the Lyran defense team. They the stealth bombers of the House of the Cat.
Mm-hmm.
The ones who carry the black cat totem is in the form of the Black Panther is the priest, because the Black Panther is the black leopard, and the leopard is the garb of the ancient priesthood. So you know they totem animal, you know they purpose here. Like Tupac's totem animal is the cat, but his spirit animal is the dragon,
See
the
this, right?
shining serpent.
See this?
Yeah, the tiger.
But go ahead, though. I had to show that.
Yeah. You know they got black tigers too.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, they still call Black Panthers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But see, down you coming from the east under your ancient Arabic order, the nobles of the mystic shrine, with the simulation of the crescent moon as the fangs of the Bengal tiger,
Mm-hmm.
right? The K9s.
Mm-hmm.
K9 is 9/11, by the way.
The K9, yeah.
K9 is 9/11. K is the 11th letter.
Right.
Right. So it's 11/9, but on the flip, it's 9/11. Okay, so the Lyrans is over the spiritual initiation rites and training of the House of the Cat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's who got usurped out of Vatican City. Vatican is the cat they was all obsessed with. And that's why they became cataholics, or as you say, Catholic.
Oh shit, man! Come on, man. Oh, he took it there, y'all. He
That
took
was
it.
that was the sacerdotal seat.
He took it there. The cataholics or the Catholics. He took it there. Man, you took it there, Rod. Oh man, shit. This is a classic show, y'all.
I had some good master teachers.
This is a classic show.
I'm just a class tutor.
Man, yo. So was the Great Pyramid in Egypt? You know the Great Pyramid in Egypt. Was that left by the Larians? Was that left there by them?
No, that was left there by Tahuti.
Because they say it was a cat or something like that with wings or some shit. Like I don't heard a lot of different things, man.
No, the Sphinx was a female. All of the Sphinx of the world was females.
Right.
Later they tried to alter the faces of them and then even cast male sphinxes. But the Sphinx was the Leo waiting on the return of the three kings, which is represented by the three pyramids, which is represented by the three stars of Orion's belt. The jewels of the great father who walk among the skies is the three high chiefs, which is the three sky chiefs. And the three sky chiefs is represented by as above, so below. They walk in human form as three chiefs, but they also represent a spiritual frequency. And the one in the middle, right, that's the one who's responsible to hold the love key. So you look at the symbolism of the three kings biblically, and the symbolism, the frankincense, the gold, and I think the other one was silver. The frankincense is the spiritual essence. That's why they use it in all of the rituals. It's symbolism of spiritual essence. The gold is the heart chakra, right? And the heart chakra is the wealth of eternity if you can find true love, right? Searching for a heart of gold. And the silver is your connection to your motherland, right? So it's your brother from another mother, And y'all got to redeem the great mother in order to restore the great father. Takes you back to the holy drama, Isis, Set, and Osiris. Hey, look, Rick, somebody, a couple guys try to correct me about Set, because I keep telling them that the biblical Satan is Set, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they think that what I'm telling them is who Set was. And I'm not telling them who Set was. I'm telling them how they used Set's name.
Mm.
You got to understand, they took our stories from ancient history, rewrote them and reworked them to give us a whole different story, but leave enough of it for us to find the source information.
Yeah, man. Wow. All right. A lot of people. All right. So we've. I mean, we at the hour mark, family. I mean, this was like. I mean, Rod was sizzling all night. I mean, he was smoking all night with this information. And we talked a lot about race and the concept of race, and when the concept was introduced in the different colors we've experienced. I'm gonna take a couple of questions from the people, but one last question I want to ask is: we see, the whole race paradigm and what that has done. When was the first? They say that the oldest war that took place was between man and woman. When was it? We talked about this nuclear war that happened, this nuclear winter. When was the first time that man and woman went at it? And if we're going to talk about this great mother so much, I guess the divine feminine lost power, if that's the proper way to say it.
That takes us right back to Lord Set. The word En means Lord in Semitic language, ancient Semitic language and hieroglyphics and Sumerian. En means Lord or master of something. And Set is the antithesis of Osiris. He is the uncle who comes to steal his brother's throne, right? The origin of the story is the biblical war in heaven that landed on earth. Was about birthright to the earth, mitochondrial right to rule, and as the creator gods, goddesses, gods, and the ruler god is the Y chromosome rulership right. Earth being a feminine planet supposed to be under matriarchal order in order for it to have heavenly qualities in a physical form. So the war that started on heaven was actually a war in Nibiru between siblings, twins, a brother and a sister. And the brother did not want to relinquish the jurisdictional authority of Earth to the matriarchy. So he tried to instill his wife from a mirror universe as the divinity of the Earth to create the 6,000-year rule. But that's all after the war took place, started on Nibiru, is where they set it off. And then they end up coming to Earth in conclusion to fight it out in the Pleiadian light lock that we call the Van Allen belt. So we sitting here looking at the aftermath of all of the first war, and all wars being battles in that great war.
What was the name of the brother and sister, for those who don't know, Rod?
It's written in the story of Inanna, which is supposed to be the story of Inanna and Enlil's conflict. So when the uncle went to take power from the mother, the son overheard it. And they say Michael, but it wasn't Michael. It was Michelle. Because all of those archangels that they talk about was females that guarded the throne of the great mother. And that's why they was like, this angel sit on this hand to God, and this angel sit on this, and this angel the foot of God. All they telling you is they position around the throne to protect the great mother.
So you trying to tell me right now, Rod, that Archangel Michael is really Archangel Michelle?
Yeah.
Well, there you go again. There you go again with this shit, man.
Okay, you got to understand Anunnaki psychology and how they go to war.
Right.
They like to change the name, right? Or they like to name somebody, they want to replace somebody the same name. When they call that the hidden of the god. If when they sing Medusa, Medusa just means she was a Psi priestess, rank number 10, meaning that she was the Alpha and Omega of Psi priestess, meaning that she had the right to train Gorgons under her. That wasn't her name. That was her rank and her title because of her rank, Medusa. She was a Gorgon. A Gorgon is a goddess of the water, birth priestess. Psi, like Psi-Netta. Psi means God. Psi-Netta means God of the birth priestesses, or spirit or energy of the earth priestesses. So you have Psi-Netta. Psi is the doula priestesses, the birth bringers and the welcoming of the children into the new world. And these are the ones that became nuns when the Catholic Church was hostily taken over. But before that, they was the priestesses of Mami Water, the Delphi priestesses, the oracles of the earth, the 12 daughters of Isis. Right? Now, they've been relegated to the primordial abyss, so now they just call them the New. They sent them back to the Great Mother. They put them all in black, but they're supposed to be wearing white because they're supposed to be welcoming the light. Switcheroo.
Man, oh man, we're gonna get to I ain't gonna be on here too long tonight. Me and Rod getting ready to do something. I've been talking about a while, but we're finally gonna do this Patreon this coming week. Family, we're doing this Patreon part 2 to the ESP. It's finally going down. Telepathy, extrasensory perception, all that good stuff. We're gonna do the part 2 to that. It's gonna be absolutely insane. Another announcement before I get to the Q&A. The non-ether. Yo, Rod, did you see the non-ether God Fest about did you hear about that yet, Rod?
Yeah, a couple people called me and told me about it.
Oh, it's going down big time, Rod. Oh, it's going down big time, Rod. Rod, it's going down big time, man. Yo, bro, man, the people that's gonna be there, oh my God.
When is it?
February 8th. I believe that, yeah, it's in 8 days. Yeah, February 8th, next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday. We got, listen, man, we got Griff, we got Billy Carson, Dr. Be Serious, Sharif Bey, Sister Myra, Aaron Lyons, Soleil, Red Pill, Blue Pill, Hank Risenson, B-Dell, just yesterday, Priestess, I said Rob Men's gonna be there. I mean the lineup is absolutely insane. Loaded Lux, the battle rappers, Loaded Lux gonna be there. Cam Botter's gonna be there. I mean, Rob, man, this is.
Hey, you had me at Aaron Lyons.
Man,
you know that's my girl there. You know, when you see people channeling,
yeah,
and you know from the message that the channel is crystal clear. Man, that makes like somebody else can do some work other than me.
Oh, you talking about
Aaron Lyons?
Yeah, Aaron, yeah, she's sharp with her channeling, right? She's sharp with it.
She the MF and true.
Damn, yeah, she's sharp with it. She is sharp.
But she had me when you asked her about the diet, and she talked about you're supposed to instinctually eat. Because most people be trying to push the vegan thing so hard because the vegan thing then turned into a cult.
A religion, yeah.
You know, no religion, a full-blown cult. They will F you up.
Yeah.
About going against the vegan.
Yeah.
Right? They starting to get violent with it. You know, but they got to remember that half of the vegans wasn't always vegans. Different people was at different levels of development. If you want to help them to the next level and you want them to, they might not supposed to be vegan. Everybody ain't supposed to follow the same diet. That's why they have a book called Eat Right for Your Blood Type. right? Because they show you the diet that's most compatible with your ancestral program. Blood type is altered through diet.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Let's get to some quick Q&A before we get out of here, family. Absolutely amazing show. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say with the God Fest, it's gonna be on Patreon. So that's another thing. If you are a Patreon, it's gonna be recorded, and I'm gonna throw it on the Patreon for the family. So if you're a Patreon member, you will be able to view the non-ether God Fest. All right, family. Let's get to some okay, we're gonna start with the question I see right in front of me right now. Static Shock says, who are the modern day Washita people and what is their importance today?
All of the tribes are scattered across the land. And the Washita was a family network. Most of them kept the last name. In English, is commonly called Washington. The name Washington comes from the name Washita, which comes from the name Wachita, right? And the bigger the family get, you have what's called sub-tribes, where Uncle Philip didn't want to stay in Big Papa house. He got too big for his britches. So Big Mama sent him to go set up another farm over there in another family unit. He became the chief of his own clan, and he gave it his own name. So you can't say no one people is any one thing now because of the fact of us being scattered across the land. But we can trace back to where our longest and said, like I can trace back to Macomb, Magnolia, Mississippi on my motherland, and back to Canton on my fatherland. Right? So I know that on my fatherland had a heavy Chata influence, and one of my aunties said she was Chata. One of my father's aunties, and told me we were Chata. On my mother's side, she was down there, and I don't have they say we Cherokee, but there's no record of Cherokee that I was able to find from my grandfather's land down in Magnolia, Mississippi. Right? A lot of them are Chickasaw and Chata and just Mississippi.